want to hit and run. Some hit and get stabbed. Dr. Ferris was making a point before the commercial break. I will let you continue your point. So, what were you saying, sir?
Yeah, so I was talking about fear and immaturity. So, with the fear, they are scared of getting into the marriage. In the sense of the wedding, what is he expecting? Because every woman is just at a point. If we know we are going to get married, we are happy about the wedding. Who is going to be there? What is going to be done and everything. The men are scared as to the amount of money that is
Investment
into it.
And my money for wedding, men's gold. Sure. What they call?
And with immaturity, you know, every woman from our part of the world, once a woman is born, you are being taught how to cook, how to treat a man, and everything. So those things are imbibed in us since infancy. No one really teaches the man how to get married, what to do in your marriage. It's just sometimes once in a while.
Well, the boys have died, so we are men now. We've transformed from boys to men now.
Right. So it's just sometimes when you have a one-on-one with your dad, when your dad is that, you know, that responsible man that I'm talking about, see? That responsible man that will sit down with his boys or sit down with his man to say this and that and that and that, which doesn't always happen. That is why men treat women.
But it doesn't mean that I don't have discussions with my dad, though. I do.
Yeah, you do.
Dr. Prince, one moment. With this marriage thing, should boys get education? Because everything seems to be you need education for everything. Do we need education?
Education is important for everything.
So do we need education?
Without
do we need education for this very
I
get married?
I don't think well, if boys are scared of the marriage itself, and if that's the reason why you think boys should get that type of education before stepping into it, then my short answer to that is no. I say no because no matter how much education you get, the education is always different from the real thing. Okay, cool, yeah. So on the first day, I for one started my marriage from when we did the traditional marriage, and I remember the conversation I had with my wife was, babes, I've never done this before, and I know you haven't also done it, and we are in this together.
Right.
Let's learn together. Let's make all our mistakes together, and at the end of the day, let's believe that we are in this to the very end. Because nobody, no matter how good a husband your father is, no matter how good a wife your mother is, they can never teach you to do or how to run your own home. Because their situations are different. Their situations are different, and the circumstances under which they got married are also different.
Right.
And so if you go into the marriage with that kind of knowledge, you might not succeed.
Yeah.
But if you do know that you're in it together and you are doing it till the very end or till one passes on, then you'll be willing to learn. You'll be willing to accept yourselves and accept mistakes and learn from them. That's the only way anybody can succeed.
Mr. Kizifembo, you transform from a man to a boy to a man and so on. Are there any challenges you think preventing
you mean to say I'm still in my... Okay.
You are still in transition.
So, you see, I remember this.
You are still in transition.
No, you hear me out, right? You know, in an English title sense, okay, when you're a little boy and you are going to school, they call you master.
Exactly.
Master, I remember when I was in secondary school or when I was going to university, the letter addressed me as Mr. for the first time. And I looked at him like, wow, I'm now Mr.
From master to
but
Mr.
You see, the thing is this, charity begins at home. And for most Africans, okay, we come from a very conservative background, whether in the traditional sense, in the Islamic sense, or even in the Christian sense. What I've noticed is that we keep on talking about marriage as in the Bible, you know, but what we tend to forget is that the marriage in the Bible is a Jewish culture thing, right? in our traditional sense, before the white man came to Africa, fathers, uncles would teach boys. You understand? I was quite blessed. My dad has about 5 brothers. There are some things they've taught me my dad will never know. You understand? There are some things my dad will teach me that no other person will know. So, in Africa, your dad is not just your biological father. It could be your uncles, it could be everyone. Anyone who is a role model is your father, in that sense. So, what I find happening nowadays is that people go on YouTube or even other social media, and that is actually having an effect. They think that marriage or the way society is moving should be the trend on what is on social media. But I'll say that marriage has always been what it is for generations. The form of marriage has never changed, but just that society will change, and the smart thing for people to do is to also reinvent themselves. For instance, my dad, when he got married to my mom, my dad wasn't working. My mom was the one supporting him from the word go. When he started, he's been there, he supported my mom all throughout. Now, I'm working. I'm earning
a lot of money.
not lots, but at least.
So what
I'm
are the
doing well.
challenges? What are the challenges?
So
that
why-
you're going
why
through?
you-
Why are you still not
Eh?
married?
Not married.
It's not about the marriage, you see. If you place so much emphasis on the marriage, it's about the process leading to the marriage.
So what are the challenges in the process that is keeping you?
In the past,
Because as
between me and him,
as far
in
as
the
I'm
past.
concerned, you haven't even started the process, have you?
No.
no.
Right.
Well, how would you know?
I
Because
know. I never saw
I
your
know
wife.
we are friends.
I never saw your wife until
As your friends.
I never saw his wife until
But
4 weeks to his marriage.
No, but I told
So how
you
do you know
about
if
it.
I'm
I
also doing
told
the
you
same
about
thing?
it.
You know
I
something
told-
with men?
I told you about
They
it.
can date 1 million women,
Yeah.
show it to their friends. But that one person that makes your heart go butcher, you wouldn't want
What's
to.
the butcher? Oh, don't come in down.
You wouldn't want your friends to meet her yet, because there are some friends that will like to say some things that you wouldn't want her to hear yet. They would like to you wouldn't like you would wait until everything is settled. If not, even I know within you boys, you might say,
we are not
"Oh,
boys,
wait,
we are
wait,
men.
We are men now.
you are
in the
still a boy.
I'm
Are
Mr.
you? Oh,
I'm
you're
Mr.
Mr. Oh, okay, my bad. So there are some of your friends that you say, "Oh, we don't need serious friend. Today this woman, tomorrow this woman," and then when you think you are serious, until you prove to them they don't see you're serious.
Okay. All right, viewers.
So you mean I did the right thing?
Viewers,
Yeah, you did the right thing.
viewers,
Yeah,
we
really.
still have
Yeah,
some
like
food. We still have some
hiding-
food. We still have some
hiding-
drinks
Oh.
and so on. I'm
So
gonna.
before you know, you're also hiding yours.
Dr.
So
Ferris.
that's-
Oh,
my-
he's not hiding anything. He's not hiding
Dr.
anything.
Ferris, let me ask you.
Oh.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
There's this modern trend that when someone get married, even before they get married, they do this pre-wedding photo shoot and they hype it so big on the social media here and
For me,
there.
that's not a problem
And,
at all.
well, I'm not. Wait, I didn't say it's a problem. And then, in the wedding itself, the pastor was like, "You may wear the ring." And
That's how they say you may wear the
and before they even put on the ring, you're on social media or Facebook Live and so on, does that create
Did
some
they tell you?
sort
Huh?
of hype
You may
that's
wear
so
the ring.
big that,
Well,
that scares boys and all that?
In a woman's world, you get married once, and every woman is looking forward to getting married once. And in the mind of every woman, you would like to make it different from what is being done. Does it make sense?
It does make sense.
Yeah,
And
it
that's
does,
like
You-
in
you've
the
got to be
woman's
unique.
world,
It makes
exactly.
sense.
Everybody
Okay,
feels
let me
like
ask
they're
you.
unique.
Let me ask
So
you.
having a pre-wedding photo shoot, we are in the.
I'm not saying it's
Social
a
media
bad or
Exactly.
whatever,
So that is.
but the
that is what
hype,
is
the
going on.
buzz that it creates.
Yeah, but
Well,
Ricky,
it depends on both of you.
Ricky,
You can sit in this chair and have your photo shoot. You can just change your outfit.
We didn't even
You-
have that. We didn't have it.
Or you can decide to
You
go-
decide
But you
to
can decide to go natural, innit?
Exactly.
You can try to go natural.
Between us, we knew what we wanted. We didn't want anything. We
Yeah.
didn't want anything like that.
You knew what you wanted.
Mhm.
Let me show this. Let me say, for example, I myself.
You are single.
Wait. I'm gonna.
You
I'm
are-
gonna-
you
I'm
are
gonna-
single.
I'm
You
gonna-
are
you
single.
single?
Why
I'm gonna-
You are
Are
single.
you
dating.
single?
I'm
You're
dating.
You're
dating.
dating.
Okay.
Hey, but you see, when you are
Wait,
filling the
wait,
form,
wait.
they ask you single,
Oh,
married,
wait.
widowed, divorced. They don't say dating.
Well, it's about time they put it on there. for example, I as well have my maybe my idea of sort of marriage celebration or a ceremony that I want to have, and maybe I'm dating this girl for years and so on. By the time we start,
Why so many years?
No, maybe a year or two.
Why
Okay.
2 years?
Oh gosh, well, maybe the boys were not ready.
No,
they were not
so
men
you are
yet.
still a boy.
The boy were not men.
So moderator, yeah, boy.
I'm just.
I don't think
Would you
the
make
delay.
just let me just make my
No,
point.
make your
Okay,
point, please.
all right.
Make your point.
So, for example, I want to have maybe small something private with not much.
But you see,
No,
Ricky,
I have said
wait,
in
what
a
you are
woman's
just saying.
world, there's nothing like very
Ricky,
small.
what you are just
You
saying.
men
No,
are
no,
just
would
like
you-
you are very
Ricky.
conservative. You just
That's
want
right.
to be your corner.
Ricky,
This
you are
is- this is a
confusing.
woman. It's
What you are
just-
trying to do now is you are confusing marriage with
With
the
a
wedding
ceremony.
ceremony.
No. It could be a white wedding or local
I think
whatever.
he's just worried about women.
Yeah, that's what you're.
No,
No,
he's
I'm
saying
not-
that
I'm just
that's-
trying to-
that's
I'll
what
make a
we-
point.
What we are doing, does it
What
put
women want? Have you seen that
pressure
movie?
That's right.
to the
Pressure-
men as to
just-
why they don't want to get
That's
married?
right.
I
For
understand
example,
you. Can I
I
answer
don't
you?
want
None of these bothered me.
my marriage
50
before 50
before-
people, and the woman are like, I want 500.
That's
That
what
was
I'm
crazy.
saying. Can I
It's one of the
answer you?
reasons.
No, wait. Can I answer you? You see, you want to get married to a woman. Maybe you should know something about women. But when you are in love, like you said, you didn't even realize what.
I didn't
It's
realize
automatic.
what
Automatic.
Like,
No,
you
I
know,
didn't
So you
realize
ran
all that.
automatic.
No, I didn't
You
realize.
ran automatic.
What bothered me?
You ran
What
automatic.
bothered me? Whatever went into the wedding on the day, or the ceremony, or the traditional, the church event, and the what was the name of that event
the
again?
reception.
The reception.
Hey, referee.
The reception. They didn't bother me one bit. I didn't even sit down to think about it.
You see, you are into the woman.
What bothered me more was sex.
Hey,
Wait, let me get into because I come from as I said, I have a background of having dated multiple women in the past.
multiple. How many?
Now making the decision to now submit to just one woman was for a long time was
Can
a
I
worry.
give you two
You
red
know,
cards?
wait.
Can I give you
Wait,
two
let me
red
finish.
cards? Yeah, red cards.
For
So
me-
he can talk.
For me,
Quiet.
that was a worry because obviously you're going to stick to one woman for the rest of your life, and that would be a long time.
Oh.
That's the
This might-
next 50
you
years.
were meant to be a Muslim.
The
So
next
you
50
can.
years of my life,
Yes.
I'm going to be with one woman,
Yes.
and that is a
One woman.
One
Yes.
woman.
One woman.
That's a
Okay.
serious commitment for
Yes.
anybody to make.
Yes.
That to me was an issue.
Whilst you can stay single and mingle.
That's
and
number
jungle.
one. Number two, the laws of the land are always
Favoring
favoring women.
women.
Now I've been working so hard. I had to acquire certain things on my own before I made that decision that actually I'm going to marry this person. Or if I marry, the day I sign the document, 3 days after, you know what? I don't want this marriage.
It cannot happen. It takes 1 year.
Oh,
Let
it's
me-
just an
let me
example.
finish.
Yeah. Hey,
I
sorry,
don't-
one
one
moment.
second.
It doesn't take 1 year, okay?
You need
Just
1 year
last
after
week.
1
No,
year.
just
Oh,
last
he
week.
should
Wait, let me-
finish
The
his point.
shortest.
He should
No,
finish
he's going to finish. The
He
shortest
might
marriage in
Let me
the
finish
shortest
my point.
marriage in the world lasts for 3 minutes. So get it on
Which
record.
country?
We'll
Which
talk
country?
about
Saudi
Saudi
Arabia.
Arabia.
Let me
Arabia.
make my point.
In
Let
three-
me get-
yeah,
England,
the-
1 year.
England, the shortest
90
marriage there was
minutes.
90 minutes. So get that on record.
So
was
what
that
if-
annulment or
Yes.
divorce?
What if
Divorce, right
All
here.
the-
We can talk about that
all
later.
the hard work,
Uh-huh.
all the things I've tried acquiring, all the things I've gotten for myself, if the woman decides to say, you know what, I don't want this marriage anymore, then it's going to be a long court issue. She might end up getting half of all that I have.
Half.
What if after having children and she decides to quit, who's going to look after the kids? Okay. Apart from that, things like, okay, what if she decides to say, I don't want to live in the UK anymore, let's go to Ghana, what happens to my career? These are the things that really bothered me. I mean, what I said, I'm a very confident person, and I knew that the sort of woman I had, when it comes to the little things that go into the planning of the wedding itself, the reception, and other events, I was always gonna have my say, and I knew that I'll be able to convince her, or the two of us were gonna come together, deliberate over all these issues, and make a decision. So those things were never an issue for me. but the process is leading to making that decision and sticking to being with one man for the rest of my life.
One man.
Yeah.
One woman
Well,
for
in
the rest
Bible,
of my
one
life.
is both
Was-
one and
was-
woman.
Hey.
There you go.
We are
Was-
talking about the figure
was,
here, baby.
was my greatest fear.
Yeah.
So the other things that come with
Okay.
it, once you've made up your mind that you want to leave or you want to be with this person, I don't think you will even have enough space in the brain
Okay.
to worry about.
Red card, it's okay.
Okay,
You can
so
talk.
he made a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
good
yeah.
point.
yeah.
So one of my points I wanted to talk about is men being adventurous.
Okay.
They want to
Experience
explore.
Experience or
I saw that.
Yeah, I just want to know
Men-
maybe by experience
No,
or,
no,
or
no.
confession.
No, like
Or
I
example.
read a lot about marriage and.
Okay,
like,
so it's
I
not
am
experience.
I
So
want
it's not
to get-
experience.
no, no,
Okay,
no,
share,
no.
share. Okay.
I
it's
want
okay.
to get into marriage like I don't want to come out a divorcee. I want to get into marriage and be an example for young women. I have passion for young women. We'll talk about that later. So
Passion, no.
men,
Mm.
yeah,
Passion
passion
for
for young women that nowadays in our 21st century,
Okay.
young women are not the kind of women we used to know anymore.
Okay.
You see, the men have made the women to expose themselves too
Blaming the men.
much. You
Blaming
see,
the men.
that is what it is.
I
Every woman I
think-
think should be adventurous.
I don't
But
think-
let me come back to my
I don't think
Men-
it's men. I think it's society.
Well,
Yeah.
society,
It's
social
society.
media.
Society
Okay.
has made things in a way that you can live without marriage and you'll be okay.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
like.
There are several things out there today. So we
Oh.
have cohabitation.
Mhm.
We have civil partnership, which is acceptable by law.
Yeah.
We have a lot of different
Yeah.
names for all these things.
And
And most women and men actually think that if I don't marry and I decide to go into a cohabitation with another woman, it's acceptable. My parents are gonna accept it. Other people within the society are gonna accept it. So why go through the hassle of marriage?
Right.
So it's
okay.
not just
Prince,
it's
So,
not
no,
just
no, that
about
was it.
men.
Yeah.
I also
okay.
think society
I
has
agree.
done too much to
Okay.
kill men's interest to get
Oh,
married.
okay.
Mm.
So back to my point. What I was saying, you said you made a very good comment, and I'd like to say something about it. Men are very adventurous.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
like
Yeah,
to
that's true.
explore.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
They
Windows.
would love to
Yeah.
explore. So before
Yeah.
they get into marriage, can we be raw? They
Why not?
Yeah, don't
Go
worry.
on.
I
Go on.
said sex.
Can we
no,
be raw?
what's that look on your face?
No, I want explanation. What kind of raw?
Yes,
When I say
let's
it,
be
yeah.
raw. Let's
Okay.
do it.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
let's do it.
before
Okay.
men, he might have slept with about 5 women,
Mhm.
and
Or
he
even
knows,
more.
or even more.
5.
And then he knows like who really tickles his fancy
Yeah.
and who doesn't. So once he has that at the back of his mind, he's always looking for someone who will do that and more.
Because you
And
can
so
stick with
they
this
keep
50
going,
years.
they
Mm.
keep, they keep going. Oh, I've seen this woman. She's got, what I can hold, when bouncing I can hold. You know what I mean?
Ooh,
So
yeah.
once you get that, you will be when you see a slim lady, you might want to know she doesn't have it. What else can she do in that aspect?
What else
On
can
the
she bring
king
to the
size
table?
bed. What else can she do over there? And then when she gets there and she's able to do something extra, you might say, oh,
Slim tins.
same things as you see what I mean? So men are very adventurous. They always want to explore. So the idea of being with just this woman for the rest of my life, how is she? How am I going to explore with her? And what men forget is you should teach the woman what you want. If it is wheelbarrow you want, you have
No,
tasted
please,
it.
what is wheelbarrow?
You have tasted it, Kama Sutra.
No, which one is wheelbarrow?
You have to take
Yeah.
Kama Sutra.
Yeah.
So
You know wheelbarrow?
you have to teach her what you want her to do.
Aye.
Some women wouldn't like to use to take your pen drive and be licking it. They don't. Some women just don't want to do that. You have experienced it.
What about if that's what I want?
You have. That's what I'm saying. You have experienced it, and you think, oh, that is what I want. If this woman is not able to do it, then I'll go out. But then you want to get married. Doesn't mean you are going to get someone. No.
That's
So all
why
those
that's why I
Ricky.
said earlier that it helps when you meet the right person.
Ricky.
Meeting the right person also means that all these little
All
things-
these corners the boxes are ticked.
See,
The boxes are ticked, but there are some things
at
that
the end
the
of the
woman
day,
now
won't
you
be
need
able
to-
to satisfy
at the
you
end of-
because you have done it with so many women. This one is able to do it. This one is able to do something different. This one, but you want all of this in one person. which
Yeah,
you
that's
don't
why
get,
in
so you will
certain,
have to
that's
teach
why
her.
as a man, I think in certain areas you should be able to compromise. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
If oh no, all these different positions in the social arts are, you know, very high on your list, then maybe something like, you know, a level of education will be compromised to make sure that this person who has that top, you know, threshold set, you know, is staying. But that will mean that this person might not have the type
I think
you know,
we're
the level of
spending
education.
too much
Yeah.
time in this
The level
Is it
the
making
level
you
of-
uncomfortable?
the level of education.
I'm comfortable talking about anything.
No.
Mr.
You see,
Mr. Frimpong, have you got any more challenges that marrying
You see, let me say this,
because
right?
we have some kinky from Kids
Kids
Cafe.
Cafe,
It's getting cold.
I'll chip into what she was saying,
Straight
right?
up.
Sex is very good.
Can you not talk about that
It's
one?
very
No,
important.
let-
It's very
let me-
important.
Let me explain this,
There
right?
are more challenges.
Is it-
No.
No.
No, you see, for a man, if you are with your woman, you want to have that level of intimacy, right? But you see, what I've realized over the years, because I've been to the boarding school, I've seen stuff people do.
Oh, so in boarding school you were actually.
I was in the boarding school from 8 years.
Hey, at that.
So you
at
started
young
doing
age.
that long?
No.
Oh.
From 8 years, right? From 8 years to junior school, secondary school, university. You see, what I've realized or what I've seen over the years, and I think this is something we all know, pornography. Pornography is normal, isn't it?
Well,
To
normal to
you.
who?
No, it's normal now
How
than it
is
used
it-
to
how is that?
because of internet.
What makes it normal?
Some
The
people.
fact that it's available and
Yes,
it's
it
all
is,
over the
it's-
place doesn't make it normal.
Okay, let me
What's
change my
wrong?
choice.
What's
My
wrong?
choice of words. Let me put it this way, right? It's now that pornography is very much
It's easy to access.
available.
Right.
so people don't have that sort of intimacy that a man or a woman should have. But the question is, why should we even think about this? Because sex was made for marriage. You understand what I mean? So for an unmarried guy, why even thinking of
Yeah,
sex or
because
whatever?
as you said, fierce, isn't it?
But-
That's it.
My other issue is this. It's
The
something
fear-
I
the
only
fear of-
learned
The fear of not
last night.
getting as many.
Okay.
As you want.
Share with us.
Um,
and then let's go and eat our kinky.
It's something I learned last night. Bride and bridegroom. Why the Englishman decided that he's going to give the man the title bridegroom and the woman bride. So basically, grooming, we all know what it means, right? So the man is the one now going to teach the woman. So he is going to groom the woman. Not the R. Kelly type of grooming, you know what I mean? But in a very, 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 smart way for a modern person, So I think the onus is on
So do you mean grooming in sex or grooming?
everything.
Oh.
You see, if you are the bridegroom for a wedding, you see, you only called a wife or a husband after you are married, right?
Right.
Before the event, you are not. So before the event, you are called a bride or bridegroom, depending on which gender you are, right? So after that day, when you've made that transition from being a bridegroom, you are now the husband. You still have the job of a groom to do for a lifetime.
Yeah.
Whatever it is your wife needs, educational wise, you are the one to teach her. And everything comes from assurance, being confident and knowing that you're a man. Because we now talked about being a boy, bridegroom, and now we are what? A man. Because after being a husband, you're also going to have other roles to play. You're going to be a father one day. Now you're going to have a little you. They're also going to teach that person the cycle of life, like the Lion King, So you go through all these bits. And the onus for me, yeah.
So what is
Personally,
your challenge?
My challenge is
Basically,
not
that-
really.
You don't have that challenge.
You don't have no challenge.
You just don't want to
you
do
just
it.
want
You
to
just
do
don't-
it.
No, I'll do it.
Well,
Or
you
is
do
it
it.
because you
Were
haven't
you
made,
waiting
you haven't
to
made, you haven't made,
get what you
Oh, no,
wanted,
you
like
haven't
the
made,
job?
you haven't
do
been
it.
adventurous enough, so you're still
Oh,
exploring.
no, not true.
You'll do it when
No, it's just a
when he's
question.
50.
No, the
He's
way it
waiting
is,
to be 50.
by the end
to
of
do
this year, maybe.
Okay.
Ah.
No,
Okay,
but- oh,
you revealed
see,
the
that
secret.
means there's
All right,
something
okay.
He's revealed the secret.
We still got so much food to eat and so on and so forth. Doc, we're gonna end this quick. so
Okay.
we can enjoy our kinky from Kids Cafe. So your last word to the boys who have become men and in waiting, like somebody said, maybe this year, maybe that's
Yeah, it's
sure. So
you see,
your words to
you
power
don't-
them, so this year they won't miss it.
Great. So, as I said earlier, looking back, if I knew this is how marriage is, probably would have done it 4 years ago.
Why 4
So-
years and not 10 years ago and not
Why 4 years?
when you were 18?
When I was 18, well, 4 years ago, I felt I was ready enough.
But you were not ready.
Enough to marry. What stopped me from marrying at the time? Most of those things are still there, but you know, I've done it and it's working. So why did I waste all that 4 years? And what I'll say to you is, don't wait for too long.
No,
because-
you see, my
because-
Ricky.
No,
Sorry, he's
Can
giving
I
me a
finish?
very good advice. Yeah.
Don't wait for too long.
Yeah.
Because marriage is sweet.
okay. I will just jump straight to you. Your last words.
My last words are this simple, right?
Make it simple. Make it nice. Sweet.
I grew up in a family of one
and
man,
you are
one
talking
wife.
to yourself.
Mm.
One man, one wife. So being with one woman is never going to be a problem for me
Okay.
because I've seen it happen. Back to what you're saying, yeah. I've always had an affinity. I believe that if my wife is, say, in terms of age, is a bit younger than I am, you know, I prefer that because I know women would grow, and I would also be able to be the groom, and I will be able to teach her what she needs to know. I'll be more than glad for my wife in the future to also teach me stuff because things change, and from a different generational setup, I would also want to learn new stuff, you know. But yeah, when the woman is ready, we'll both be ready.
Okay, Dr. Ferguson, your last words
Most
to
of your
encourage
your
the men in waiting
ladies
to
are married.
propel.
so
Just
you
give them a
definitely
shot
get married to a
to
younger
prepare
woman.
them into
Of
like,
course.
oh, we ready? Let's do it. Let's get married. Marriage is sweet, as
Okay.
Dr. President said.
Okay, so what I'm going to say to the boys transitioning into manhood, manship, whatever, is
Manhood it
They
means
should-
something different.
transitioning from being boys to men
Thank
Yeah.
you.
is, we know men are adventurous. They should choose that one woman that they will explore the woman, because I tell
Explore
you
the
what,
woman.
you do not know
Speaking
the
of
assets of a
parables.
woman. You do not know what the woman can do until you explore.
That's
There are
right.
some people that say, oh, my wife doesn't talk, but when she's outside she doesn't talk, but when she's in the house, you'll be surprised the kind of things she says to make you happy, the kind of, you know, just little things she does. So number one is they should just get one person and explore. And also talking of being matured, they should be reading a lot, listening to things a lot. I know boys, you talk about football. In as much as you take football seriously, you should take having a partner seriously as well. And those that are married they should advise the young ones into getting married, and the benefits they are getting, they are supposed to share for them to know. The last thing, a man shouldn't wait until you are getting 8 figures before you get married. You shouldn't wait until you have a house, you have a car, before you get married. When you get someone you like, you bring your goals together, and then you build the future.
Team.
And make sure you become the role model for your wife, in as much as you be for your son. What you want your son to go in for in another woman, you should try and be for your wife.
Okay, all right. That sounds beautiful.
Ricky, we are also going to ask you a question because
It's your last word.
Those are the last words.
You are also saying, what have you got to tell our viewers? Because we want to know. What have you got to tell our viewers?
The marriage is too long.
Which one is too long?
That is the family's demand.
Oh, that one.
Shut it.
I remember a girl telling me that, oh, can you buy me a ring, 10,000? You see, at that moment, I'll tell you something. If that girl had made things happen, I think then I would have married.
Okay.
But I wasn't going to buy 10,000. Come on.
You know, then you made a mistake. I mean, you could just go to
Okay,
Argos.
all right. Okay.
You can just buy something, give it
conversation as of why boys don't want to get married. Well, the Bible says in Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse now, it says, two are better than one, for they have reward for their labor. So if you are single and you're out there and mingling, get partner, for you're going to reap a very good reward for your labor. Other than that, you're going to just toil for nothing really. Okay, we just got some cake and stuff from Kate's Cafe. We're going to go and enjoy that. So for myself, the camera crew, Dr. Prince Boache, and Dr. Ferguson, and Mr. Kwesi Frimpong, we say.
I'm also a doctor of single men.
Rebel love.